Good morning, darling. How did you sleep? Sorry, I still can't take out the gag. Especially not now that there's somebody knocking on the door. You'll give in eventually. Now be good and stay still, will you? I need to tell whoever's knocking on the door to get out of my face before I kill them.
What do you want? Where are they? What do you mean? I don't have time for this. Tell me where your hostage is. I won't ask twice. Who in God's name even are you? Good riddance. Hey, you out here? Make some noise if you are. I'm here to rescue you.
Hey, calm down. Don't worry. I'm not here to hurt you. I'm Agent Jackson from the YPA. There's a lot to explain, but let me just start with telling you I'm here to make sure you're safe. How long did she keep you here? 2 weeks, if my intelligence is correct, right? 13 days. Good to know. Did she hurt you in any way? Lock you in the basement, torture you, or anything like that? Good. That means less time with the medic and more time with the psych. Which is a good thing, surprisingly. Can you stand? All right. Lean on me. We need to get you out of here. Is this a dream? No. Luckily, it's not. You'd be surprised how many people I save ask that. Come, I'll help you up and we can walk out the front door. We'll get you to a safe house first. Then we'll bring you to HQ. All right. Put your arm around my shoulder and we can just... There we go. Keep walking. She's out for the count, but I'd rather not be here when she wakes up. Thank God she didn't put you in the basement. It's really annoying to drag people up the stairs. Don't look at her. She's just knocked out. Nothing too serious. I don't actually have any lawful way to arrest her, so that's all I can do. But if she comes after you again, we can lock her up for good. Just lean on me. Remember that I'm bringing you to safety, and walk forwards to the car. All right, there we go. Just lay down on the back seat. Get comfortable. And I'll start explaining to you. There's quite a bit to go over. God, they should really give us a flyer or something. I can see the confusion in your eyes. Trauma doesn't help. Let's see. Should I begin with your story? Or at the beginning of the YPA? All right. I'll keep it with you then. Simply put, you were kidnapped. Pretty sure you noticed that already. However, it wasn't a normal kidnapping. You noticed that too, I guess. Basically, you were kidnapped by someone with what they call a Yandere personality. At some point, she fell in love with you. And at that point, all the stops came loose for her. Symptoms include several obsessive disorders, antisocial personality disorder, psychopathy, and a general lack of morality and respect for authority. To put it in proper English terms, she became obsessed with you to the point of ignoring laws and morals in order to be with you. She would define it as love. The YPA defines it as a mental illness. So, anyways, when a person afflicted with the Yandere personality disorder is living normally, you might not notice the disorder. It only kicks in when they fall in love, or at the very least, gain a close bond to someone outside of their family. Results of the disorder running rampant include a few very nasty things, such as kidnapping, homicide, extreme sadism, mutilation, and a wash list of more petty crimes like stealing out of laundry bins or public indecency. And those crimes are the reason why the YPA exists. We were created a few thousand years ago as a band of monster hunters. But we quickly progressed and remained together as time went on to the form we take today. A private company that serves the interest of Yandere victims. Do you mind if I just call them the Yans? It's usually what I call them, and it sounds less clinical to me. Thanks. So we take Yan victims out of the danger zone, and when possible, we arrest the Yans themselves. Yans have been a plague since about 1,000 years ago. And with populations rising, we don't really see a decrease in that. Monster girls and humans alike are afflicted. And it's just generally a bother. Luckily, they're not that difficult to track down. Usually they're too obsessed to actually realize that hurting and threatening a lot of people generates attraction. And we have a lot of experience with them. So it usually takes a maximum of 3 weeks to find them once they're on our radar. That's the long and short of it, to be frank. Obsessive people exist. We find where they are, and we make sure as little people as possible get hurt. Yeah, simple, right? I mean, I'm a field agent, which means I don't have to go through all the difficult things like actually finding the Yans. But I do get the fun of actually fighting them when needed. Let me tell you, dragon and hellhound girls are the worst. But humans are surprisingly awful to fight as well. You're lucky, though. The YPA sent their best. You're safe with me. I'm bringing you to a safe house, where she can't find you, and then to the headquarters. When you're there, they'll do a few tests to determine your mental health And you get to choose whether you go back to your life and let her run free, engage in a relationship with her, or a few other options. I'm not actually the agent that handles all of that. Basically, they make sure you're responsible before giving you the possibilities of what to do with the yawn. If you're not responsible, for example, if you're afflicted with Stockholm Syndrome, they put you in a ward behind some layers of security and do whatever happens in a mental hospital until the trauma is clear and you can actually make the choice. We're here. I'm going to leave you in the car for a few seconds to make sure that the safe house is actually safe. And then I'll help you into it. We can hunker down for a few days until the police catch up to her. They're consistently a week or two slower than us, which is why we have the safe houses in the first place. Don't worry about it, all right? I'm going to make sure you're safe.